This is the mansion outside Atlanta, which boxing legend Evander Holyfield is turning into a solar farm and organic community garden. An unlikely convert to the green scene, he's beaten some tough opponents in the ring, including Mike Tyson, but now he's taking a new challenge, climate change. Often referred to as the real deal, Holyfield is not shy of a good fight. He's had numerous world titles under his belt and has taken part in some of the most brutal bouts of the past 2 decades. Now, in his late 40s, he is still boxing. Evander Holyfield, a formidable opponent and our connector of the day.
Let's bring him up now. He's at CNN Center in Atlanta for us, and so we thank you very much indeed for joining us. I'll probably be politer to you than I've been to any other guest we've ever had on this show, of course. Before we get to your work on climate change, have you forgiven Mike Tyson for famously biting off a portion of your ear back in 1997?
Yes, I did. It's behind me, and I think that's the reason why we can communicate today. We talk to each other, and I think we can really help each other.
What do you talk about out of interest? Is it just boxing or is it other things?
Well, no, you know, Mike is the type of guy, he care about people. And a lot of time, you know, for what he had done for us, being a bad guy, kind of outweigh, and people don't know if he's being truthful or not. But he's a good guy. All
right, you've faced some pretty terrifying opponents. Who's been the toughest, Evander?
Well, I've been in a lot of tough fights, and I would say Dwight Muhammad Qawi. It was a 15-round fight. I lost 15 pounds, and it was almost like someone threw me out in the ocean, and I was going to drown if I stopped. But, you know, I made it.
Sure. I know, and you're still in the business, and you've got a fight coming up this weekend. Are any of your opponents tougher than the battle to fight climate change?
Excuse me?
Are any of your opponents tougher than the battle to fight climate change? Because that's your cause these days, isn't it?
Well, yes, it is. You know, the climate change is such a big situation, and that's the reason why I teamed up with Nancy Fun, because you need experts. You need experts, and so when she wrote things out, I would be there and learn more.
We've got some questions from the viewers. David Muzumbuku wants to know, at what point in your career did you become aware of the dangers posed by climate change?
Well, realistic, I was watching a CD of Al Gore, and when I watched the CD, and it was just, you know, I realized that it was almost like when I was a kid, we had to clean the house, but, you know, it's one room was dirty, then everybody was going to be in trouble. So, you know, on this earth, you know, we have to come together collective and make the adjustment that's necessary to succeed. It take everybody.
All right, there's another question for you. Loads of questions in today. A guy called Addy says, as a former boxer, how can you apply the knowledge from that to your work now? I wonder if he's really asking, are you going to really bully people to get involved in climate change?
Well, you know, it's not bullying people. You know, I was able to succeed because I love what I'm doing, and I'm a people person. I love people, and when you start thinking that with your grandkids, how is this world going to be if you don't do the right thing? They suffer from what we do. So, you know, with me, with all the fame that I have gotten, I would like to use that in a way to get people more knowledgeable and understanding, and that they can know that they can be a part of something that help the world.
Good stuff. Martin asking tonight, what is your key to keeping yourself in such good shape?
Well, you don't get out of shape. It's easier to maintain than rebuild. And like that, so, you know, that's something that, you know, my mother taught me. She said, listen, follow direction, and don't quit. But it's easier to maintain than rebuild.
All right, my love, I'm going to let you cough. Are you right there? We can't have you expire on it. One more question to you, if you can. Gino apologises for not asking a question about climate change, asking instead whether you think in your prime you could have beaten Rocky Marciano.
Well, I think things get better with time. You learn from people before you. You know, it's just like my mother said, you know, you're supposed to be better than me because you're going to learn from what I've done. So, I watched Rocky Marciano and tapes and stuff like that. So I was able to add to that to become better. I'm saying it's just a part of life that we're supposed to get better. Each and every generation is supposed to get better.
And Evander Holyfield, we're going to leave it there. We're going to get you a glass of water. We thank you very much indeed for joining us, talking boxing and climate change with us as our connector of the day. Thank you, mate.